Welcome to the game of the week. This game was not exactly what you would call clean. It was quite a bit of a doozy, and I think you'll see why. So, I'm playing as the Portuguese again, and I am playing against the Aztecs. We're on Arabia and still sitting around 1350 ELO. So we're just doing the normal Dark Age stuff right now, scouting around, my opponent's doing the same, and I am getting settled in for a nice standard meta game, so I thought it will turn out not to be that way at all. And you'll see why. So I get all of my geese together, just get them out of the way so that when the boar comes in, they're not blocking anything. Do a nice boar lure. There are my geese, nice and out of the way, and here comes Mr. Eagle. And Mr. Eagle takes all of my sheep, or all of my geese, and I am scrambling at the moment. So I'm over here scouting his base with my scout, so I run back to see him taking my geese, and I'm trying to intercept them and take them back. He tries to interrupt my boar lure. So I find my geese, and I thoughtlessly just send them back and send my scout away. Here he comes with the eagle again. Takes them back. So I need to go back again with my scout. And he's just guiding the geese home. I haven't even noticed this. I look back at my TC and see, oh, the geese aren't there. So I take them back one more time and send him in, and he says, enough of that. I'm just going to start killing your geese. So then I kill one of his, and he ends up coming home with 2 of my geese. So I am in an absolute panic right now. I am trying to get down farms as fast as I can. I have 20 population, so I would have liked to be clicked up already, but we are at 200 food, so I know we are in this for the long run. So I am placing down farms, and what I'm thinking to myself right now is really the only thing that I can do is go for a fast castle. So we're going to try to get the farm set up and get my food in, and once I'm up to 500, then I will click up. I garrison, I kill his eagle, and he hits me with the 11. He thinks this is so funny after he just lamed me. Like we're pals and everything. We're not pals. He is my enemy. So I'm sending the last 2 to gold, and then we're up to feudal. He is up to feudal pretty late as well. He's going up on... No, he just had a minute of idle TC time. Well, yeah, that'll do it. Even though I'm clicking up late, I didn't have that much idle TC. He's up to feudal age. I'm going to get up about 40 seconds later. He's getting all of his eco upgrades, and he knows that I am very far behind. So he goes for a range. He's getting his base walled up, and I think I scout the range eventually. I'm not attending to my scout as well as I should. And I think the only way I'm going to pull this off is with a Phosphoru-esque strat. So I'm going to wall up my whole base very quick and divert a lot of villagers' attention away from their normal tasks in order to wall up, and then eventually I'll get what I need for castle, and then get on to stone and hope that I can place a castle to secure some of my resources. He's coming in with some fletching archers, and he gets me off the berries. Thankfully down here I have walled in time, and over here I'm starting to wall this opening. I have my blacksmith up here, my market here, and just finished this wall with a lot of villagers. He comes in, I run away. I know that I need to wall behind this because he's going to get through relatively fast. Build my mining camp on the stone, and I'm going to run out some guys to wall behind. He is harassing my wood line with his archers, so just being very annoying and exploiting the fact that he knows that I don't have the economy to get out military to combat this. He will eventually get through, and I'm going to house wall behind, and then on to stone we go. So I'm up to castle. And he is not. He's got 3 minutes of idle TC, so he is really not pressing his advantage in the way that he would like to be. And my goal is we're going to get a castle, and we're going to start pumping out those organ guns, which I think should be really good against especially the feudal age archers. I'm thinking he's going to get up to castle eventually, but he is honestly nowhere near it, which I didn't know at the time. So we hit castle. He's trying to break through in a lot of places. He's trying to harass my wood line in a lot of places. Still on the wood line. Now I decide to place the castle in the middle of my farm eco, also defending the gold and giving me at least one wood line. He's over here trying to break in. I've already evacuated this wood line. He's going to come down to my stone, see these guys. I have to run them back. Thankfully, I have the castle, and he's going to lose a few archers in the meantime. And so I am getting back onto that wood line up north. I am building a tower on my gold in a very unfortunate location. But the goal of that is to try to defend the outside from that one archer that's harassing me, and out come the organ guns. So I'm able to go back on stone and to chase away these archers with the organ guns. Sniping a few villagers, but I do have a good counter to his, so I will eventually push him back. And then for me, I just have no eco, so it's gonna be full organ guns for me for now. With this castle to defend, he's got his lonely spearman here, running away with his archers, and I'm going forward with the organ guns. So over here, checking out what there is. I've been doing a good job scouting. My scout is still very idle, but I know the layout of his base relatively, and so I'm going to hit this weak gate with my organ guns. I see that his gold is forward. I see where he's on his lumber camp. He's sending in some eagles to try to snipe, and he is not gonna take that fight. He sees the organ guns and runs away. So he's still pestering here. I have to put a tower up there. And we're out in the middle with quite a few organ guns, so his eagles are not able to take out this mass. So I decide to go in and harass his wood line, harass his farms, just camp here for a bit. So I'm getting a lot of good damage. I'm actually in the score lead, and I'm doing my best to stabilize at the moment. Still able to produce villagers, haven't had any idle TC time since Dark Age. He's in, he sees the tower, he can't get any damage there. So I'm going around back, I'm sniping a few more vills. We're just trading back and forth the score lead, and I'm trying to be as annoying as possible, and again, try to get my economy into some semblance of stability so that I can progress in the game. And I go for this forward castle, and he finds my villagers. He walls behind. I think if I would have gotten that castle, I could have won, but my organ guns are out of position. My vills are here. So this is a very ugly situation. I decide to do a castle back here. And then I think, no, I can go for a forward castle. I break the gate. I try to go for another castle inside his walls. Got these organ guns here, and I'm going to do a siege workshop behind. And he's going for redemption. Now he's got a ton of monks, and he's converting my organ guns, so I give up on the castle again. And I run back, and he's gotten one conversion. I only have 3 organ guns here. Here's a 4th. And his monks are just going to start taking these organ guns. I start fighting with my villagers. I mean, I really don't know what to do at this point, so I figure I get this siege workshop out, start producing mangonels to defend from any organ guns that he would convert. So I go for a castle outside his walls, and he places a counter castle, and we'll soon rush over with villagers. I come in with my organ guns. I'm able to snipe a few monks, but these Aztec monks are just so tanky that he's able to stay alive from the fire of the organ guns. And he is just outside the range of the castle, so I can harass with these organ guns. But again, he's got his monks, so I do have this forward castle, but it's not getting me a lot. He's gone for a second TC up here, and I'm just kind of lost. I have my castle, I have my production of organ guns. I just don't really know what to do with them, especially against the redemption monks. So I'm going for a mangonel to try to push into his base. And there's not much I can do with that. He's looping around with these monks to try to get me from the outside. I go back a little. And again, I am just kind of lost against these monks, knowing what to do. And he is just taking my organ guns left and right. I'm just donating them to him. So I try to hit him with the mangonel, then realize he can convert it. So I try to run away with that. And I decide to loop around with these organ guns, see if there's any more damage that can be had. So I'm going to go up to this top wood line that I know he has. And he's on stone here, so I get quite a few villager kills there. That's nice. Again, back into the score lead. Anyone's game. Take out all of those villagers, so that's feeling good. And our castles are just against each other right here. So he is now going for a forward castle on my base with the stolen organ guns and all of these monks. And all I have at home are these villagers. And again, I am just lost as to what to do. And here comes the castle. There is nothing that I can do about it. Looping around with these organ guns, trying to find damage. I'm paying more attention to the castle, so I'd run right under his TC, right into his monks, lose all of these. He gets the castle down. I'm trying to Vil fight, and I realize this is the end for me. There's just nothing I can do. He's stealing all of my units. He gets the forward castle, and that's it. That's the game for me. He's stealing the stone, and I am just at a loss, so I decide to resign. It was a fun game in a sense that it forced me to go for a strategy that I don't usually go for. I have never practiced any kind of fast castle with the Portuguese or any kind of Phosphorus rush, so I was doing all of that on the fly, and I think in the early game, I was really good to combat his archers with the organ guns. That was a great counter. I think I lost a lot of momentum going back and forth with all of those castles that I was trying to place. I really should have done one still at his base, but outside. I was trying to weave in, and I was in range of the monks. It was just an ugly situation. I think if I could have gotten a better castle sooner, then that could have done some real damage, and then I just didn't know what to do in the moment against Redemption monks. In hindsight, maybe with Portuguese I go for atonement. Maybe I do a little more massing up of my organ guns before I go in so that I can try to kill his monks one shot before they get conversions off. Maybe I could switch into a different unit, but I was just completely lost as to how I defend against Redemption monks when I am on full organ guns. So yeah, a fun game. I wish I didn't get lamed, but that's how it goes, and it pushed me to a new strategy. So thanks for watching. If you have any recommendations on how I could have played this game better, I would love to hear it in the comments below.